John, you're in the hot seat this week. I suppose what's the latest, and a big game coming up on Sunday?
Yeah, great game to have. Looking forward to it, as all players are. These are the games you want to be involved in. Top of the table clash, so can have no complaints after a good win last week, and all in good spirits coming into this week.
Good time to catch them. They're bound to be down after last night. Tough game.
It was a tough game, and obviously better bars for a season Champions League side nearly. So it was a tough game, obviously, but look, they're a good side. They've been top of the table all this year, last year, in the top 2 or 3 the year before. So they have good players, so I've no doubt they'll respond. So it's always, we won't think it'll be an easy time to play them or a good time to catch them. We just concentrate on ourselves and prepare right and stick to our own game plan.
Now, statistics can tell you anything, as you know, but haven't got a point off them in the past 4 games. No points last season, lost at home this season. And is it a worry for John and yourself and the rest of the staff that you've only taken 4 points out of 15 available against, say, the 5 teams, although Bows have dropped off the ladder, the purchase mob? But no, is that a worry? Like, you need to be winning these big games?
Well, obviously, yeah, ideally you'd like to win them, but like, we have a great record. Like, if you look at last year, it was only the last 45 minutes of the season we lost the league. So we don't obviously overly concentrate on that, because you can get yourself bogged down, and as you say, with stats. Like, so as you say, we just prepare right, get the lads right, make sure they're right frame mind set for it, and stick to our game plan and try and win the game.
But the time is right, really, isn't it, to win one of these big games?
Well, it's always, whenever you win, the time is always right, in my opinion. But look, we go up there to win. Hopefully it's good enough what we do. We prepare right, we leave no stone unturned, so that's all we can do. And hopefully when it goes out on the pitch, that the lads get at them and do the right things and try and win the match.
Stephen Follen came in this week, another good signing from Sligo. What's the latest on possible goings? I suppose the Billy Dennehy saga is dragging on now.
Well, it is, and to be honest, it's not my place to be discussing that. That's more John's to be talking about that. So goings, not what I know of yet. Obviously Stephen came in, signed yesterday. He's a great lad. He trained this morning. Great attitude. Will fit in great with the group we have. They're all great lads. Stephen Beattie came in last week, fitted in as if he's been there all for the last year and a half. And I'm sure Stephen will be the same. He obviously knows Stephen Beattie from Sligo anyway, and he's looking forward to it. I know he's delighted to be here, so hopefully he can fit in properly, and I've no doubt he'll add something to the squad.
There's a feeling out there, rumours, social media, whatever, that the signing of Follen and Beattie is kind of opening the exit door for both the Dennehy's to go.
Well, no. Never believe rumours, no, Billy, in fairness. Or social media. But no, that's completely untrue. Like, Darren is actually 50-50 for this game. If not this game, definitely available for Bows next week. So, and as I said, it's not my position to comment on the Billy situation. That's John's department, and I wouldn't want to be commenting on it, to be honest.
Well, John did say last week, in fairness, he didn't know anything about it, so it hasn't clarified really. You mentioned injuries. John Cav's still out.
John Cav and Rob, and as I said, Darren is 50-50 at this moment. So otherwise we should be okay. Yeah, we've obviously Colin back from suspension after last week. So, and after a good win, and we played outstanding last week, to be honest, as everyone knows, and well deserved. So hopefully we've had a good week's training so far. Train again tomorrow, and hopefully we'll bring it into Sunday's game.
The temptation, John, be to go over an unchanged team. I mean, it was the biggest winner of the season.
I know, yeah.
Stephen Beattie came in, made a stable and scored.
Yeah.
And he got a rare start, but I thought he was excellent.
He was brilliant, yeah.
The availability to possibly go was just a temptation of changing again and give a better credence to the team that got the result last week.
Excuse me. Maybe, I don't know. We haven't discussed that. To be honest, as I say, we have a strong panel. The likes of Gavin came in last week. Gavin has been very patient, really, in the last 5-6 weeks. And in fact, you were right. He came in last week and he was brilliant, I thought, to be honest. So, look, we've Colin Healy back available, who's been outstanding since myself and John has come into the club. He's probably been one of the best midfielders in the country. So, we have options. You know, we've 4 or 5 strikers itching to play. You've Danny Morrissey, John O'Flynn, Mark O'Sullivan, Rob obviously is unfortunately injured. You've Carl Shepherd who can play through. We've options, so we've no doubt whoever plays will do their job, no problem. As we trust all the players that way.
And there was 3 younger players coming in the squad this week with Danny O'Connell signing and the 2 under-19s players as well being signed squad numbers. Will they be it's kind of experience now from here on into the rest of the season with the senior team?
Yeah,
more often?
Yeah. These lads have come in and they train every day with us now, and obviously they've a bit to do and they've a bit to learn, as every player do. You never stop learning, but they're great lads. They'll train away and they'll no doubt they'll improve and have a future at the club as long as they keep learning, keep listening and training with the likes of Johnny and all these other lads. Will only help these lads to develop anyway, so they've time on their side yet anyway. So
there'd be no hope you tell us who the third man you're after, the forward player.
I haven't been told who we're after yet, really, to be honest. But no, as you're like, it's not like as if you're saying strikers,
it's
like
like Sicily, isn't it?
For sure. You're always looking to improve your squad if someone comes available, but if it does, it does. If it doesn't, we're happy with the group we have. We have a great group. They're great lads. They all get on well. They train hard. So, and as I say, we have plenty of options. So, if something comes up, it comes up. If it doesn't, we're more than happy to kick on with the lads we have.
John, if you actually lose on Sunday night, we should fancy then that the league is over.
Well, you're optimistic, I know, aren't you? No, not by any means. Pardon? Yeah, this will still come down to the last 4 or 5 games. As I said, we were 8 points behind. I think with 7-8 games to go last year.
In August.
So we still wouldn't, if it does come to that, which I'm sure it won't, because I'm sure our lads we have the right lads going into the match. But if it this will come down to the last month, 6 weeks of the season. So I wouldn't say that at all nowhere.
Yeah, because it's a kind of a busy time meeting these clubs now at the top of the table, like Dundalk Sunday night, then Bows, Pats are coming in the cup as well. You've Sligo away after the bank holiday. Like, it's a tough period, really, isn't it?
It is, but as I said, they're the games you want to play in. You want to be up the top of the table, have pressure on every week, games that mean something, not being 6th or 7th. No disrespect to the clubs that are in those positions, but playing games that you know you're going to stay up, you know, real danger, but you're not pushing for honours and stuff. But you want something on those games every week. The players thrive under pressure. All John, myself, Woodsy and Bisk love when there's some, you know, with the pressure as well of having to go out every week and win. And in fairness to the lads, they show they can handle the pressure and deal with it and perform when it comes.
A big game Sunday, and I mean, you're probably more delighted than we are glad to see you back. Like, it was a miraculous recovery from the injury you had.
Listen, it's great to be back, Billy. Like, I suppose when I did the knee first and went to see the specialist, and they told me it could be 4 months, sure, everything goes through your head. You think you're missing Europe, you think you're missing all the big games, you know, and naturally enough I was very down about it, but as it turned out, after the surgeon did my operation, he was very, very happy, and I just kept my head down and worked hard, and you know, I was delighted to get back in. So that, like as Cots was saying, these are the games we all want to play in, and I think we're all really, really looking forward to Sunday now.
Was the 120 minutes in Iceland, that was a bit of a tough stretch for you, I'd say, was it?
It was tough, alright, like, you know, probably particularly the extra time part. It was hard on the lungs, probably more than anything else, and the legs weren't used to it. I hadn't done that many full training sessions, let's say, and then to come in and play a game at that level was hard, but you know, I enjoyed it. It was a fantastic experience for anyone that played out there. We were obviously gutted with the result. We were sick about it, but I think we've come back now and we responded to it really well. We put in a top performance up in Longford last week. No one could argue with that, and as I say, we're all very excited now for Sunday.
And settled in yourself, ready to go.
Ready to go, always ready to go.
Johnny, obviously you don't need reminding of the last day of last season.
No.
You were 45 minutes away from.
No, you don't need to talk about it. No.
So you the motivation for Sunday.
Yeah. Listen, I suppose.
Is the confidence high that we might actually beat them this season?
Well, look, we all know how last season went, but I think coming into the game now, you know, we're coming in off the back of probably one of our best performances against Longford away. I don't think. We found out after the game that they'd only conceded 4 goals in a home game maybe 7 years ago, and it hadn't happened since. And this season they've been very, very tough, and I think we went up and did a very, very professional job and played well up there. So we're going on the back of that, and as I say, we're bouncing. With training's going really well. We've some new signings coming in now that have settled in really well, and we're all looking forward to the game.
And how have the new signings settled in on a player level? Is there a good? They're settling very well, good attitude and everything.
Oh, brilliant! Like we've trained now. We've trained this week. We trained this morning. And Stephen Folan obviously was in today. Stephen Beattie's been with us for the last while as well, and obviously the younger lads that have signed, they add a lot of competition too, and a lot of, I suppose, desire at that age especially, and the lads have been brilliant since they came in. Everyone's taken to them really well. They're hard working, their attitudes are brilliant, which is what you want, and clearly they both have quality, so they can only add to the squad. So yeah, we're going up now in good spirits for Sunday.
And you mentioned about going in off the back of the Longford performance being such an impressive performance, and we touched with John about maybe it being good timing to play Dundalk with them having exerted so much energy last night. Is this possibly the best time for you to be playing them?
Well, sure, who knows? The other side of that is they're going to want a backlash as well on Sunday from getting knocked out of Europe. So it's like at the end of the day, all we can control is ourselves. We can't control what Dundalk do. If we go up and put in a really good performance up there on Sunday, there's no reason we can't take a positive result, and so that's all we can look to do.